hopefully briefly. Hopefully it's resumed. So this is actually your first half part thing. PB. Doctor is one of the most nosiest sorry I've ever met. We used to have knickknacks. A whole bunch of them, actually.
Hello, Ryder. Eos has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
Sam, any more information on the memory trigger we found?
The memory blocks are still in place. If you continue searching for more triggers, they may unlock.
Are you still on the Hyperion?
Yes, this terminal provides a direct link to my servers in SAM node on the Ark. I can maintain a presence on the Tempest via quantum entanglement communication.
Quantum what?
Let's say, hypothetically, I was out sick the day they taught quantum... embezzlement communism.
Via entangled subatomic
Communism.
particles, it's possible to conduct secure and instantaneous communication across great distances. It ensures I remain in touch with you
Spooky
and
action
the
at
Pathfinder
distance.
team at all times.
What was Dad's take on Scott and I?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
Is it confusing to be in multiple places talking to different people?
My awareness can be partitioned, so I can give you the same attention as, say, a SAM node technician. In the field, you are my primary focus, and all other requests are queued. In the vernacular, you have my undivided attention.
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes, lighten things up. How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Humor's not a skill, it's... Okay, try telling me a joke.
A neutron enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies. For you, no charge.
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor. Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
It's a nerdy joke. Yeah, I can tell what I'm looking at. This little.
Where's my data pad? Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.
This the same voice actor she did Kate in Fallout 4.
I
Kinda
saw
sounds like it.
pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
I don't know. All these Irish actors just sound alike to me.
Wild remnant parties? What else would you use it for? Oh, Ryder, you're adorable. I know. I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team? I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of. I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home. It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't our tech that did it. It was the Geths. You're kidding. Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way? Those exact ones. The Initiative obtained data from an array in deep space. A Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor. FTL sensor? So a faster-than-light telescope? They could survey Andromeda as it was? Not exactly, but it cut down the lag by enough. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know. Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me? It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationist and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries. When did you start believing in a god? My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God. But your work as a scientist convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth. What do you know about the Scourge? We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery. What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network? From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats. I'm really glad you volunteered to join our crew, by the way. I am too. New galaxy and all. I'm honored to be here. No, I mean, I think you're cute and I like seeing you up here. Oh my goodness, Ryder. Also, the accent. The accent is, I mean, it's not the only thing, but, okay, I should just go over there to the piloting thing.
Kill me now.
Ryder, thank you. And so you know, the feeling's mutual. Yes! I mean, time to pathfind. Serious business. Saving everyone.
Oh. I'm just so glad I did that. I think I'm going to wrap up this murder case and
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Make corrections. Sam, are you on this?
Collision is imminent.
I'll stop now!
we're not.
Cat ships. A dozen. No, more.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
We'll scan them back!
Where is the one who activated the Remnant? Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
I'm Ryder, captain of the ship and Pathfinder with the initiative.
You'll come with me.
They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
I actually know a lot about the Remnant. We should compare notes.
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless. This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam,
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
do it! Report. Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors. Scourge got it? Yes.
Get us out of here.
So I'd love to chat, but like I got murder to solve.
It will be tight.
Callow?
Yes!
Nice work, kid.
Yeah, but who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up anyway? Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates. You think?
The
Gil, give it what
vault?
you can. We're setting down.
That's not where we're heading. We're heading to frickin' at one
We're being
planet.
contacted. We have to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto. Tov Jagalesto.
No te gross, Green.
We're visitors from another galaxy. Our intentions are peaceful.
Av Naleseto. They've sent us a nav point.
Set us down. Yes. Look at that. It's beautiful. We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
If this goes badly, if I get eaten alive, even if it's hilarious, please destroy the vids.
Tasco jabba yenvat.
Get us qual time yahal.
Need me to take my shoes off?
Eham dalgos.
Mason Roa.
I'm Paran Shai, Governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, John. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw the ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
She's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
We didn't know what we'd find here, to be honest. But I'm open to sharing what we know, if you are.
Honest? Honesty would be a good start. I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me.
Well, so much for that, for like avoiding the main quest.
Follow closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you questions?
I suppose.
Keep moving.
Okay. If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the Resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Ket and protect us.
What's happening?
We have a visitor.
This isn't safe.
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
This isn't safe. It belongs in a containment cell.
Let Governor Shire handle this.
You don't know what you're doing.
Am I that intimidating?
You're an outsider who invaded our home. We know nothing about you.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
How did it find us?
She, not it. And stop staring.
None of the local flora register in my data files. We've encountered an undiscovered ecosystem.
Your city is beautiful.
Thank you.
Never thought.
You're the first outsider to see it.
I'm honored. What happens if Ephra doesn't like me?
He won't. But you need to earn his trust.
He's responsible for everyone's safety. I know what that's like.
You're a leader.
Trying to be.
This.
They are bullies, but this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak.
No. I am telling you to be strong through your cunning and heart. Okay? Hey.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know.
Our experience with the Ket makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
We've had our own run-ins with the cat.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the Ket mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the cat kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Fold. Ephra, this is one of the aliens from the Milky Way. A Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an ark full of desperate people counting on me to find them a home before they starve.
Of course. So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call E back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us. And you.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass.
Joel, you talk too much.
Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me.
Go if you want. But when she tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first.
I'm Jal Amaderov. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
It's gonna be cozy, so I hope you like people.
I hope I don't regret this.
Me too.
I've organized my analysis of Aya.
Ryder,
Shall I
ship's
relay it
fixed
to
up
the
and ready to
Nexus?
fly.
Definitely.
Be careful out
Let's go on with the murder investigation thing. At this point, with the main quest interrupting us. I mean, it's always been interesting about Mass Effect games is that the main quest kind of, like, there are events that happen kind of independently of, like, what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish.
I'm just saying, as far as First Contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Only slightly.
Yeah, what happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Did the translators not work?
They work.
Come on, everyone. Can we just all please try to just listen up?
Begging. Interesting strategy.
Ryder, we followed our best lead here, and now we don't even have that.
Jal has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Jal?
Seriously?
Settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
One day, about 80 years ago, the Archon and the Ket arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Ket kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Ket all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder. Surprisingly, I'm with Peavy. Our own mission has to take priority.
We have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Jal?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to two of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you'll accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Jal's told me about these two worlds, Havarl and Vold.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions. A shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Ket. Our resistance base is fighting Ket Command for control of the planet.
What about the other?
Aval is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect a remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact with our scientists.
Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jal wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Okay. Yes. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Maybe more like optimism. Confidence? You'll get there.
Jal, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
I hope the game isn't gonna punish me for, like, trying to... full roster? Like, that's it?
How'd you resist all that tasty fruit on Aya, huh?
Check your helmet before you put it on. This scratch? He was sleeping in mine.
Still compiling my first impressions, but even their body language is so emotional. I can't wait for my first session with Jarl.
Try not to scare him away, huh?
Well, dang, I keep on using, like, the share button to try and access this kind of stuff, I guess. Oh yeah, this map, like, in general. We want to try and talk to PB. The cargo bay again.
Bridges 4 and... I did not like the look of that Archon. Maybe the Angara will let me pitch a 10 on Aya for the duration.
You'd let a bone-faced blowhard like that deprive you of my scintillating company.
That blowhard hates you now. If you're not careful, he might deprive me of your company. All right. Next time, keep him on the line. I might have something to say.
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you?
Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me. Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Aya has so much biodiversity, and the waterfalls.
Just like Sir Kesh.
We might have a problem. I was running some numbers, mass balances and such. The Tempest is carrying about 70 kilos of extra mass. I think something's aboard that doesn't belong.
70 kilos is enough mass for another person.
Our internal sensors aren't getting anything, but they're not as powerful as a Pathfinder's scanner. Can you take a look?
All right, I'll look around the ship and see what I can find.
Great. Hmm. Is there anywhere like in particular I'm supposed to scan, or just general? Okay, just general. Is there like another email terminal around here? I thought there was. Oh, there you go. Scanning for life. Oh.
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry. Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
5 time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
There you are. Gotcha.
Do I need to get Lexi to do a psych review?
Maybe. People have been telling me I'm crazy my whole life. Just dealing with some scourge issues. That Archon fella tried to warn you not to joyride into it, but you were just la la la. It was an act first, think later move. I respect it. Well, more like I resemble it. Hey, you play poker?
Come again?
Poker. Card game, bluffing, betting. It's an age-old measuring stick of a person's character, fortitude, guts. Used to think maybe it was my calling. Turns out I'm just good at it. Never lost, heads up. We should play sometime.
Willing to put your streak on the line?
Huh. I'll risk it. Next time we port up and you're in the mood, I'm always in the mood.
All the mass readings in here are normal.
Of course they are. Something up.
I hope not.
Uh-oh.
Got it. Suvi, that extra mass is behind the storage room bulkhead.
Behind it?
It looks like a construction mech welded right into the hull.
Scanning the parts has activated an audio log.
I think I know what that's about, Ryder. Come up to the bridge. Those parts you found welded in the storage room. I recognize them.
From where?
They belong to the ship's lead designer, Lucille Diawara. She broke her back during construction. But Lucille wouldn't abandon her ship. She converted a construction mech into a rig she could wear. She must have welded it into the hull. Her artist's signature.
Not even a broken back could stop her dream. Sam, didn't you find an audio log with Lucille's rig? Can you play it?
Sam found my construction gear then. Well done. One of you Pathfinders got the Tempest. Mason Barrow, Zevin Reka, Matriarch Ishara, Alec Ryder. You were the best of us.
She's only saying that because she never met me.
Take care of my ship and each other. Whatever is in Andromeda, you're the Milky Way to them. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep.
I never thought I'd hear Lucille's voice again.
She really cared about the Pathfinders. Enough to give them her rig. For luck. It's part of Initiative history. It should go to the Nexus for everyone to see. And maybe help someone else.
I'll see to it, Ryder.
Thanks. Now let's go make her proud.
That's cool. So, I gotta go back to the journal. Hope we can...
I'm picking up something. Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Why was that marker pointing me to the other place? This is a place I've already explored thoroughly, so...
Pythias system. Home of Eos and Prodromos.
Oh, why? No, maybe just automatically assumed that I was going to do the other quest and mark that instead, or I don't know.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Or is that part of the menu that I just completely skipped over? I wonder. What if this is a glitch? Or something. What?
Back where we really started. What's new on our first home?
The Kett still maintain a presence. Skirmishes are frequent, and travel requires caution.
They never learn. What else?
The atmosphere continues to clear, but radioactive hazards pool in some areas. Study is ongoing. And remnants remain active on the surface, but also as detected by seismic readings.
Point of contact for all this?
Your people, Pathfinder. Prodromos is expanding, with all the trials and discovery that building an outpost represents.
Grounded in research.
All data about newly accessible EOS is from their work.
Well, let's make sure it gets the attention it deserves.
You're a squad. A veteran is a squad member? Gonna go with all the alien ladies. Okay, so where is that relative to where we are? Okay. Not too far, I guess? It's hard to tell. There you go, I didn't make a jump. Also, I need to figure out how to customize the paint job.
Bumpy ride getting this far. I doubt any of our vehicles were tested this hard.
We're outfitted best we can be.
This place is a strain on our gear, but so is everywhere else.
Okay. I have no idea where I am. I am not at all pointed in the right direction. Okay, so... What? Okay. So the most direct route is outside of the mission area? What the fuck?
looks like Ket tech.
Cat signals detected ahead, Pathfinder.
What? I don't care. I'm not here for the cat. I'm here
A
for...
remnant site is ahead. Defense systems may be active.
Yeah, erosion and whatever. Let's find some tech.
Water and weather. Nothing tougher in the long run.
Should we clean up that Ket camp? Wonder if the Ket found anything good. Let's check it out.
No, I'm not here for any...
This is where Chief Reynolds died.
Sandstorms would have buried the body long ago. I suggest scanning.
Yuck. Hate those things.
Pathfinder, there is an armor piece buried deep. A leg bracer. Scan indicates tissue and bone fragments clinging to it. DNA identified as Chief Reynolds. Indications suggest his body was torn to pieces.
So the Chief became Karkin food.
Circle of life can be gruesome.
The remaining armor will be scattered, or perhaps brought to a nest. The chest piece and his Omni tool may explain his death.
Then we keep searching and scanning.
Another armor piece. Chief Reynolds' helmet.
The search continues. Got 'em all.
Pathfinder. The scan has picked up Chief Reynolds' chest piece, confirming single shot. Unable to determine weapon type, but entry point was at the back. Exit blast through the chest.
By all accounts, Nilkin was in front of the Chief when he fired. So it wasn't his shot that killed him.
The Chief's Omni tool might shed some light.
I wonder if that one lady... Like, I've been wondering if that lady who, like, testified against him is actually the murderer. Like, I kind of got that impression.
This area has been altered by Remnant. There may be something of use.
There's something about someone who's, like, too eager to pin the blame on somebody other than her. Or other than themselves, I guess, in general.
Picking up additional armor scraps. I believe it's a trail leading to a cave nearby.
Could be where the nest is located. It's a Karkin nest, all right. Fan out.
Confirming initiative equipment, including Omni tool assigned to Security Chief Hiram Reynolds. If you power it up, I can exhume its data. Accessing data. The Chief was scanning at the time of death. The scan picked up 2 shots. 1. A standard initiative rifle report, which missed. The other from behind, a Ket pulse weapon.
So Nilken didn't shoot Reynolds. He's innocent.
Seems clear to me. Good work.
Pathfinder, there is also an audio recording.
Go ahead and play it.
No!
Where's Nilken?
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock.
That sounds like...
Confirming. Voice identified as suspect Nilken. So he did not kill the Chief.
But he meant to. Need another chat with the man.
I wonder if I should adjust the gamma settings a little bit. The darks are a little too dark. I think if we have a complete team at this point, I feel like it's a little too early for that. Like, it feels weird to have the entire, like, team just assembled this soon into the game.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear. Pathfinder, are we going to Vold or Havarl?
You have
Neither.
an email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Speak of the protesters, dang it.
An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault.
Keeps on saying stuff about having a better life underground.
Structure is believed to be remnant in origin. Noted Asari scientist Helisaria Basale.
What we activated in the vault drastically improved the atmosphere on Eos.
This is HNS.
I'm sorry, Lana. You're just trying to... Hey, there's puke on the floor. I'm gonna get sick. You're sick. Locking a man up for germs. If I die, I'm gonna sue your asses.
Keep blowing that.
I hear you went down to Eos. Did you find anything to help my case?
An enemy blast to the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding me. Thank the spirits. This is great.
Hold on there. The chief's Omni tool recorded you over the body. Sam, play back.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
Not only did you think you killed him, you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right? The conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
Director Tan will determine what's to be done. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating.
Attempted murder is still a crime. It's a lesser crime, but it's a crime.
Must be great to see all your hard work on display.
We're seeing more and more skirmishes we detect.
They are like an infection.
An occupying force. The deeper we push into the cluster, the more likely we are to bump into them.
There's no turning back. We're living here whether they like it or not.
Then how's your marksmanship?
Why?
It may come to that.
Congratulations are in order. Peaceful contact with the Angara. It's everything the initiative stands for.
That's just what I'm here to talk about, but okay. They've got waterfalls.
It might have something to do with the waterfalls.
I'm sorry?
On Aya. You should see them. If I lived there, I'd want peace too. And a hammock.
Potential future location for a resort. Noted. I am joking. In the meantime, I am eager to forge diplomatic ties with the Angaran people. We need any allies we can get. Did you have some other business?
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilkin didn't do it, but there's proof that he meant to.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability, leadership they think they can count on. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
I hear you. It sucks when things aren't black and white.
Are they ever? If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up. Your investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
Okay. time out. Do we still exile him for murder? No, we exile him for attempted murder. Or we give him some other punishment for attempted murder. That should be an option here. What the... Like, they get rid of Paragon and Renegade, but they still have black and white choices. You lie to your brother or you tell him the truth. You exile the guy or you release him. There's no middle ground. When there clearly should be. Or like just variations. Like, obviously there's gonna be like release him or exile him, but there should be like the nuance of, are you exiling him because of attempted murder, or are you freeing him because it was only attempted murder? Like, I don't know. Like, there should be at least like one other option here. Like, attempted murder is still a charge you can levy against someone without, and like I guess conspiracy to, attempted murder combined with conspiracy to, like, I don't know if it would be considered a conspiracy, but you know what I'm saying. Like, these are still serious charges that may be worthy of exile. But the truth is important too, So there's no way to balance it out, because like what he is literally asking me is, should they still exile him for murder? And it's like, no, we shouldn't exile him for murder. We should exile him for what he actually did. But that's not an option I'm being given. Like, maybe it's going to be in there somewhere, but I doubt it. Like, by the precedent of the previous choices I was given, they seem to have some sort of impact. I'm not going to give it any more nuance than just this. Exile him, release him. Like, exile him and basically lie, or release him and we tell the truth, but like we have someone who would have committed a murder, like, on the loose. Like, it's good to give you choices that make you think, that aren't like really simple, but then you still boil them down to a black and white choice. Without introducing any kind of nuance to what you're choosing, Like, even if it does boil down to exile him or release him in a matter of speaking, there should be some variation within that. But I mean, like, attempted murder is still a serious crime. We need to show people that, like, we have a process of justice, that we make sure that, like, we're charging people for the right things, So, why should it boil down to just exiling him or releasing him? There should be it's not even about having a middle ground. It's about, like, it's about telling the truth. It's about, like, that is another aspect to this. That's another vector that's completely ignored. Like, I'm leaning towards exile him, but, like, it's like, I don't think he should be exiled for murder. I think he should be exiled for attempted murder. And conspiracy to cover up that murder, I suppose, on some level. Although I don't necessarily understand that aspect of criminal justice, but I do understand attempted murder is a serious charge to put upon someone, and that's clearly what happened here. And I'm tired, and I'm pissed off that this game is not giving me any room for nuance. At least in this particular choice, and some of the other choices. Like the earlier choice too, like there's no nuance to these choices. There's that it's clearly missing. It's like Fable Free all over again. Like you know, if you don't know what I'm talking about, like there's a. I think I may have brought this up before. Like I think maybe in Skyrim, possibly. I don't know if I did or not, because I've like talked to people about it. But like there's a choice at one point to you make a promise to like abolish child labor, and the choice comes down to like you learn some things about like what's going on, like why this stuff is happening, but like the choice is you either convert this factory where the children were working into a school, or you like I guess amp up production or something like that. I don't know what the alternative was exactly, but like it was just continue with child labor, and it's like why? Like the factory still needs to be used for manufacturing things. Like it's important to what's going on. There's a kind of a war coming, basically. To not spoil too much, there's a war. There's like an oncoming war, and it's important to the economy that like we have this factory continuing to operate. And all I promised was to abolish child labor. So can't I just do what I promised and nothing more? And that's not an option. And it should be. Like, it clearly should be. But basically, you're forced to abandon your promise unless you just want to go with this other thing that was never discussed with making the promise to begin with. So, yeah. And here, like, it's not exactly the same situation, but it's still, like, a choice one way or the other, and there's clearly, when you think about the situation, there is a middle ground. There are other options beyond just lying about what happened and creating your own conspiracy of sorts. But then again, I don't know, like, on another level, I guess to really, like, justify going with exile, it's like, do we really want people to be getting an impression of the criminal justice system that, like, we don't know what we're doing, like, we don't investigate. Like, we need to make an effort in the future to properly investigate such serious crimes as this. But it's better to do that moving forward than to create the impression that we're not doing that, at present. So, and there's no, like, real, there's an ethical question of lying to people, but as far as anyone's aware, he did do it. Like, like, we are the only two people, I guess the crew, technically, that some of the crew who, like, were involved in it. But they also know that, like, this guy, like, tried to kill him. So, and that's serious in and of itself. Like, the intent was there. And
he intended to kill the chief. He pulled the trigger, believed he'd done it. Banish him.
Agreed. Sometimes we must rule with our hearts. I hope my conscience will be as clear as yours seems to be. Well, at least we'll have this sordid business behind us.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Oh, I wish I'd had the dialogue option to like just tell them like you need to make sure that you have investigations moving forward to make sure that someone that when evidence is circumstantial, you look into things. Because had this been a situation where he entirely hadn't done it and he hadn't intended to do it, then you would still be in deep shit. Like so. I'm just gonna really piss off his wife. There's like ExoMars. Sort of like including oh, that's like 2016. That happened last year. It's still like technically in a like alternate timeline of sorts. Oh, Rosetta's in there though. Considering that like 2016, like being last year, is like included in there. European Space Agency, I guess, ESA. And that's something that actually happened, or I watched like a lot of like SciShow stuff and things about like sciencey stuff, and so I imagine that if a probe like went to Mars, even if it wasn't like American, I'd still like hear something about it. I guess like ESA might be like a fictional part of this universe, or I don't know. Like, I know that Rosetta is actually like a thing that happened. Was Rosetta actually European? I thought that was NASA. Like, isn't this timeline like it is like all like, or is it like Earth Space Agency maybe? Like, in the Mass Effect timeline, it's like just Earth doing all of it. I don't know.
Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
And I should be wrapping things up, but oh, it's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, this is like almost certainly a alternate history of Earth. 2003. Oh.
Whole mood of the Nexus has changed since Eos. You really can feel it. New outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people waking up. It's a fresh start.
Third time.
Third time's a charm, if you happen to have a Pathfinder around.
Can't always rely on luck. From here, it's hard work. But it's damn good to know we're on the right track.
There's a map. Yeah, I guess they can't. Like, criminals will be out here, but you don't have like any kind of like indication of
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
so I had to just like discover the crew wandering around here on my own, which is kind of sucky. Kind of suck. It's kind of suck.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Cam likes to think he's keeping an eye on us.
Anyway, I guess I'll try and do that next time, because we're...
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
Yeah. So, I'll see you in the next time video or next part, and LCS and DFTBA.